Bob, gardening? Ooh, I love gardening. We're out there fighting terrorism. I can't believe it. Terrorism. Why? Terrorism is winning. Not out there, but in here. Because we are scared of stuff we were never scared of before. Stuff like unattended luggage. 15 years ago, if you saw unattended luggage, you'd be excited. You take it. 15 years ago, didn't even matter who left their luggage. 15 years ago, you would have been like, oh my God, that woman in a burqa and a beard just left her luggage. Well, all right. I got some luggage from northern Pakistan. 15 years ago, you wouldn't think there was a bomb in there. 15 years ago, you would have went, Pakistan, maybe it's got spices. There'd be a guy on a train going, God damn, I left my spice bag behind. Oh, my food's gonna be bland. How am I gonna get my rice yellow? I hate white rice. Kids will be all disappointed. Dad, did you bring the spice bag home? No, son, I left the spice bag at Paddington. So I guess we're not having fajitas then? See, everybody thought it'd be curry, but it was actually Mexican then. Unattended luggage, though. I am using that fear to my advantage. Now when I fly, I don't care how many kilograms I put in my luggage. I don't care. If that piece of paper says 20 kilograms, I'm putting 28. And I will bring that luggage. And I'll bring it to the airport, and I will put it on the scale in front of that EasyJet whore. She is going to look at me in disgust. She's going to go, you knew it was only 20 kilograms. And you put 28 kilograms in there. That'll be 1,700,000 extra pounds. And I'll go, screw you. And I will take my luggage. And I will walk over here and I will leave it there. Unattended. And then I will walk back to her and go, how much is that going to cost you? To shut down this goddamn airport. Screw you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's a real pleasure closing the show. All right.
Mr. Tom Stage. It's time to welcome stage an absolute comedy superstar. I don't need to say anything other than please give all your love for the wonderful Mr. Ed Byrne.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a thing I've been noticing lately, which is children in age-inappropriate clothing. I don't mean like a 4-year-old in a pinstripe suit and a bowler hat, because that would be adorable. I mean, like last time I was here, I talked about the fact I saw this little girl at an airport once. She was about 12 years old, 11 years old, wearing a tracksuit with the word gorgeous written across the arse of it. And I thought that was inappropriate because she was a minger. And like since then, there was that documentary, you know, Stop Pimping Our Kids and all that. There's been this whole thing about, you know, but it's not just little girls dressing like sluts that are the issue, or the Fisher prostitutes, as I like to call them. It's not just that. I saw a little boy recently, let's say he was 13, wearing a T-shirt with a quote from, I believe it was from 50 Cent, one of the hippity-hoppity fellas anyway. And this T-shirt that this 13-year-old boy was wearing in public said, I love pussy like a fat girl love cake. Now, this offends me in so many ways that I would like to tell you about all of them. Now, point one. Point one, it's quite bad grammar. It's like a fat girl loves cake, or like fat girls love cake. It's not like a fat girl love cake. Get it right. Come on. That's point number one. It's a minor point. It really should have been spotted at the screen printing process. Point number two, I don't like the implication in the T-shirt that fat girls are greedy, that fat people love cake, that sort of thing. I think it's an unfair thing to say, just an assumption. I say, I know I'm quite a skinny guy, but I grew up around fat people. I come from quite a large family. There's only 5 of them, but they're fat as anything you've ever seen. So I don't like that implication. That's point number 2. That's a minor thing. But point number 3, let's just say for the sake of argument that fat girls do love cake, right? You're a 13-year-old boy claiming to love pussy just as much. Because here's the thing. You put cake in front of a fat girl, she's at least going to know what to do with it. So that's point number 3. Point number 4. Again, for the sake of argument, let's just say you do love pussy that much. You, who 18 months ago had a favourite Power Ranger. But let's just go with the Let's just go with the idea that you really are all about the pussy. Why then, for the love of Pete, would you choose to wear a T-shirt that virtually guarantees you'll never get any? That's point number 4. But to point number 5. Point number 5 is my main point, ladies and gentlemen, and it goes back to what I was saying in point number 2, and that is that a fat girl's relationship with cake, right? Indeed, a fat person's relationship with food, it's not as simple as pure love. There's a lot more going on there. It's a far more complicated, far more fraught, far more nuanced relationship than simple love. And if that's the relationship you, as a 13-year-old boy, have with pussy, you have issues you have not addressed, my young friend. Because sometimes you'll want pussy, but you'll deny yourself pussy. Or if now and again, you'll have pussy and then feel really bad about yourself afterwards. Or occasionally, you'll deliberately have too much pussy in order to punish yourself because of complex issues to do with your self-esteem. If that's how you, as a 13-year-old boy, feel about pussy, you're obviously gay. Which is fine. Thank you very much.
Well, how do you end a night where there's been so many comics, except with one of the best there is? She's an amazing person. She's a wonderful comic. Please welcome to the stage, Shappy Khorsandi.
Hello. Are you well, Edinburgh? Brilliant, you're all here. I'm from London. I feel I can't go on without mentioning the riots as well. It's been very strange watching them from Edinburgh, but on the plus side, I felt that would never happen in Edinburgh, those riots. No one can set fire to anything in this rain. Everything's damp! Sod it, I don't want a plasma TV that much. I'm from a place called Ealing in West London, and like a lot of people, I was watching the riots, and I was thinking, you know what, we have to not vilify these young people and understand what it is that has made them disengage so much from society to carry out these acts. And then they attacked my home suburb of Ealing. And I was like, tear gas! Get out the tear gas, you It wasn't a proud moment for me. See, I watched the Queen open up the Ealing Broadway shopping centre when I was about 11 years old, so I've always felt a very special connection to the royal family. I was a young girl, a little girl, when Diana got married, and like a lot of mothers, my mum took me off to the hairdressers to get a Diana haircut. It looks so cute on little blonde girls, but on me, I just look like a Lego man. My earliest memory of London was when I was 4 years old. I was on the Underground with my mother and my 5-year-old brother, and a proper 70s punk was sat opposite us. Shaved head, big red Mohican. We'd never seen one of them before, and our mum went, "Ey vai," which is Persian for "Oi vey." And me and my brother were like, "Oh my God, look at that man, look at that man. Can you see his head? Can you see his head? Oh my God, look at that man." And our mum went, "Shush, because he'll hear you, and that's rude." So I stopped talking about him. I just stared at him. And my big brother went, "Cock-a-doodle-doo!" This poor little punk, he was only 17, trying to express himself, and he got well annoyed, right? So when he went to get off at his stop, he roughly shouldered our mum and said, "Go home," to a young woman with 2 small children. I'll never forget. It was so nice. Everyone on the carriage looked at us, gave us little sympathetic glances and smiles, and an old lady next to me with such warmth and affection put her hand on my shoulder and said, "Don't you ever take any notice of people like that, my darling. It ain't your fault you're a packy." Beautiful moment. I've got a little boy and I'm a single mum, and everyone kept telling me, look, don't have too many boyfriends. I was like, all right, don't judge me. I've had one boyfriend since my husband and I split up at Christmas time last year. Turns out some boyfriends really are just for Christmas. And I was like, you will not meet my child until we've been going out for a year and all this sort of stuff. And I arranged for him to come round when my kid was asleep, and he was gone before my kid woke up. But my luck, being my luck, one day they met for the first time at 3:30 in the morning on the landing in my house, both needing the loo, both naked. This poor chap, in a panic, said to my little boy, "Hello, I'm Father Christmas." And my little boy looked at him and said, "Oh, but he was here last night." Thank you very much. Good night.
Happy Sunday! That's it for the Edinburgh Comedy Festival Live. Thank you for coming. Please make some noise for all the active team. I've been Joe Mixon. Take care. Good night.